You're listening to Poor Decisions, Life, Love, Business, Wine, with Erin and David, partners in strategy and sarcasm. Let's begin. Welcome to Poor Decisions, where we talk about anything, everything, life, family, fun,
relationships,
or nothing.
Politics, not really, but yes, we do.
I'm Erin Crumbly, and this is my husband,
David Crumbly.
Yeah,
yes.
Last time I checked, you were my husband.
Yes, we still are married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For now.
That's going to continue for a while.
For now. You never know. We disagree.
The attorneys are in a deadlock.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So, thanks for watching or listening to us on our Apple Podcast.
Podcast.
Spotify.
And what else? Spotify.
Amazon.
Oh, Amazon Podcast too. Nice.
And we're glad you're here with us.
We're all over the world.
We are. And we're just everywhere. Pretty soon we'll have billboards up and everything else. So.
Joe Rogan called me last week. I missed his call and I haven't called him back yet. I mean,
her? You're calling Joe Rogan her?
No, I said him. I said I haven't called him back.
I thought you said her.
No.
I was like, wow, that's fighting words there. Put you in the ring with him.
No.
He'd kick your ass.
Hasn't had the transition yet.
Yet.
He's working.
Yeah. So
He's got the meds.
What?
He's got the meds.
Yeah, I'm sure he does.
The ivermectin made his skin turn yellow, according to CNN.
What? Oh.
Anyway.
Is that a true story?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they took his picture when the pandemic was going on, and his doctor prescribed him ivermectin, which actually did work to help with COVID. And so CNN took a picture of him, and they yellowed his skin to make him look like he was like really sick. And they put the picture of him out on their broadcast with a yellow skin. And then somebody found that picture and then put the real picture of him up and next to it, and his skin looked just fine. It wasn't yellow, but they really wanted you to have that jab. Yeah. Anyway.
Everybody knows the media manipulates anyway.
They do.
So,
yes.
Yeah.
That's all they do. Yeah.
So,
as long as they're paid to do it.
Before we get into anything and everything, can I find out what wine you got today?
Yeah. I got one from the Klein Cellars, which is a Sonoma wine. And I've never tried this one. They have a fantastic Zinfandel, the Klein Zinfandel. They actually have a couple of them, but their Zinfandel is phenomenal. And I've never had their red blend. So it's called Cashmere. It's from Sonoma County. And it's supposed to be nice and smooth and fruity and sustainable. It's grown from sustainable grapes, and it's supposed to be rich and thick and warm. So we shall see.
All the things I like: rich, thick, and warm.
Yeah. So
rich,
anyway,
thick and warm.
Right, we're not going there. But we're drinking out of our Rue glasses again because those are my favorite.
Well, we're running out of glasses. I need you guys to help me pick some glasses out. I wanted to get some funny glasses, but I don't.
We'll buy
know.
some.
Yeah, well.
But anyway, Cashmere by Klein, and it's it's $20 or less usually at your local liquor store.
All right.
And so I've let it air out for a little bit, so it should be ready to drink.
Oh, smells good. It smells
fantastic.
Smells like This smells very good.
Little blackberry.
I was gonna say blackberries. It's very fruity.
Very fruity.
Fruity is the word.
Fruit forward.
It is good.
Oh wow.
Of course, I just brushed my teeth, so.
Oh, gross.
Yeah.
That's got to taste weird.
Yeah.
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 I brushed my teeth 3 days ago, so I'm good.
I gave some wearing my black shirt, so if I spill anything on it, it won't show.
It's good. I like it. So Klein Cashmere, Klein Cellars.
Thumbs up.
County. Yeah, thumbs up on it.
Yeah, I like what you did with the flowers
and
the painting.
Ambiance? Yeah.
Yeah, this is Lola's painting that she did with her tail.
I buy Erin flowers all the time.
He does do that.
But they're for me. But I tell them they're for her. I like flowers. I really do.
I like flowers.
We like flowers. They're so pretty.
He does like flowers. He does have a green thumb, and he likes pineapples. He likes to grow pineapples.
I do.
Fun fact about David.
Yes.
And he likes to eat lots of watermelon.
Lots of melons, like watermelon, cantaloupe, honeydew.
I don't like
Anytime
any
I
of that.
see a melon at a store on sale, it's mine. I buy it. I've got a pineapple in
He
here.
does it because he gets to eat it all, because I don't like melons at all.
They had pineapples
Nothing.
for like $1.50 at Small Mart. So I could not resist because I love pineapple.
And then he takes the top of the pineapple off the pineapple and plants them into the ground and grows pineapple plants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So easy. It's so easy to grow. Just put them in the sun, put some fertilizer down there, make sure they have plenty of the pot, make sure the pot's good size because their root system expands pretty quickly. But yeah, as soon as you plant them, you put them out in the sun, keep them watered, and they will grow and grow and grow. They don't produce pineapples every single year, but they will probably about every 2 to 3 years. The plants will produce. I haven't learned how to grow them like Dole yet, where they produce all the time, all year long.
Well, that's one of my plans in the next. I'm manifesting it in the next year. We're going to go to Hawaii, and I'll take you to the Dole.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Dole Reservation. I guess the plantation, and it's really cool.
It's in Hawaii.
It's in Hawaii.
No, they've got one too in Costa Rica, don't they? There's a big manufacturer in Costa Rica. I don't think it's Dole, but it's there's a huge manufacturer in Costa Rica, and we went through, and the farms like for these pineapple plants are just phenomenal, like acres and acres and acres of these huge pineapple plants. And
I'm sure you lost all our listeners at this time and viewers because we're talking about pineapples.
I like pineapples. All right.
And we like pineapples, and we like watermelon. So let's talk about what's really going on. So
I like hot dogs too.
You like hot dogs too? I know you do. He does like hot dogs.
Anyway.
So do I.
Yeah. All right, let's stop talking about food.
Okay.
I'm hungry.
I am hungry too. You can tell. It's like, yeah, it's 6:30.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to talk about what's happening in Navarre.
Are we?
Are we? Yeah.
We have to.
We're going to talk about what's happening in Navarre. You know, we have to come up with some topics, and today's topic is Navarre and that boardwalk they want to put out on the Navarre Beach.
Yeah.
And how disgusting it is. I just stirring up the pot like I usually do on social media. When I am today. I actually wrote
a post about it.
Well, I put something on Navarre Locals, and I actually put it on my feed about how we don't need another boardwalk, or we don't need a boardwalk. We don't need a boardwalk. We need to stop touching the land and the beach. And I know because you always watch. I mean, you're constantly watching stuff about local, state, government, federal. What do you think about the whole? Because we haven't had a chance to talk about this. We haven't seen each other really at all today. He's been working, doing real estate, and I've been stirring the pot on social media.
We've got some deals going on, so on the phone, on the computer all day.
Yeah,
but it's all good.
Let's put a disclaimer there. All because we're real estate agents doesn't mean we're bad people.
Yeah.
We don't like. I see that all the time.
I saw somebody online say something about real estate agents. They're the devil or something. I'm like, what? That's the most ignorant statement I've ever heard anybody say. Like, how could you just lump everybody into one category? I mean, obviously, if you're a real estate agent and you do a lot of deals and you get into the county commissioner seat, you have an opportunity to maybe skew some of the land development code your way so that maybe you get more deals. I get that. I understand the concept, but to lump everybody into that category, that's a real estate agent. Like, I did it because I didn't want to work for somebody else again. And I did it because I saw her do it and she was successful at it. And when we sold the bar, I was like, well, I don't want to work for somebody else. I don't want to clock in and clock out like I used to do every day of my life since I was 16 years old. Mm-hmm. So when I be a real estate agent, that way you kind of pick and choose. I mean, you have to be available when your clients are, when the clients need you. So I don't mind that. I don't mind being available on the weekends. I don't mind being available at night or early in the morning. I don't mind. But I still get to pick and choose. If I need a day off, I don't have to ask anybody. Mm-hmm. If I've got to go to a doctor's appointment, I don't have to ask anybody for time off. I don't have to report to my boss, hey, I'm about to go to a doctor's appointment. I'll be back in an hour and a half. And if it's an hour and 50, it's an hour and 45 minutes, they'll dock my pay or what. It's just so stupid. Human beings shouldn't have to answer to other human beings like that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess a lot of people group us like in the same category as used car salesmen. I think that's kind of BS.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of realtors that
are pushy.
Yeah.
There are a lot of pushy realtors. There are. And they're probably really successful.
I'll put it that way. They're questionable.
There are some questionable realtors too. But yeah, I just see, everybody's like, you shouldn't run for county commissioner if you're a realtor. And I do get that.
Oh, yeah.
But if anybody ran for, I think, in a seat like that, and you are a realtor or land developer or have anything to do with that industry, perhaps you should probably hang your license up, because that way people
or at least put it on pause. You can put it on pause,
right,
and still, maintain your
but what if you have a wife that is a realtor? That could also look, or a husband.
I mean, that could look bad too. I mean, look, it's all about, and I hate to say it, because it seems like trust in government is completely gone. Even in local government here in Navarre, the trust after the pandemic, it just seems like nobody trusts the government anymore, which is a good thing. You should never trust your government. They were always going to overreach. They're always going to take advantage of you. They were always going to steal your money, and they're always going to take advantage of. Uh, they're always going to overreach their authority. Always, they always do. They just always do. It's not a thing.
That's a secret.
It's not a secret. Yeah, it's just that's what government does. They try to get more money. The more money they get, the bigger they get, the more control they have. So it's one of those things. But yeah, I mean, somebody that loves this community and loves this town, loves Florida, loves living in this area in Northwest Florida, that really wants the best for Northwest Florida. I don't care if there's another million houses that I can go out and sell for people. That's not a thing for me. I take what I can get with the real estate business, but
even if somebody says, "Hey, I only want to pay you 1%,"
I don't do that.
You get those people out there. They're like, "We want you to list our house and we want you to do this work, but we want to pay you 1%."
We don't want to pay you, which is okay. I mean, look,
what? No way.
No, look. If that's the way you feel, that's fine. But you need to do your research and do your homework and study so that you can do the deal yourself, as opposed to somebody that had to go through all the classes and study and learn all the laws and stuff. So look, if you want to do that yourself, do it yourself. I have no problem with that. I think you should. If you're that concerned about it, then but there's a lot of things that you need to learn before you can do this and do it well and execute it, properly. So just do your homework and do it yourself. I mean,
it is like,
it's a lot of work. So what are you willing to pay for that work?
Yeah, right? But when I go to a listing agent, when I go to a listing and somebody says, I want to pay you like 2% or something like that, it's kind of like seriously, I'm a damn good, like if I was going to list my best asset, which is our house, and I was looking for a realtor, I would look at it as like a plastic surgeon. I would want the best plastic surgeon out there to do my facelift. And it's kind of like a real estate agent.
Yeah.
I'd want the best agent out there to handle my house. Because if you're going to pay 1-2%, then you're going to get 1 to 2%, probably effort, pretty much, yeah. And you're not going to get the best. They're not going to care. They're going to put a sign up in their. You're going to put a sign up in their yard,
and then leave it,
and not even do any. Doesn't do any marketing. Doesn't do any videos, and you get what you pay for, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Buyer beware.
I mean, we've got a house on the market right now that I've been kind of dealing with today. We've spent probably total about $1,200
out of
our own pocket to market it, for the pictures, for the drone pictures,
Zillow,
for the Zillow showcase, for the social media posts that we've boosted, and we've even put in some physical work to help this couple move and relocate, and it's not. It's not like, okay, we can just list a house, put the sign up, and walk away. I mean, we're actively working on it every week. actively, I work on it, at least 2 to 3 social media posts a week on this place. And again, some of the ones that I think that are really good, the posts that I do that are really good, I boost them so that it gets more views. And actually, we got an offer today because of the social media post, that one of the social media posts I did, where I walked through the house, I showed everybody the house. Anyway,
Yeah, well,
we don't need to go there, but
yeah, I
it's
mean,
not. It's a
that
lot
was
of
a side
work.
note.
It's a lot of work, but it's okay because I can work when I'm able. Like this
We
morning,
can work together.
yeah, and we work together, and I love that aspect of it. By
Kind
the
of like
way,
Carbless. We work together for Carbless as
yeah.
brand ambassadors too. And we do this podcast
I
together.
told her
We're
today
attached
that
at the hip.
no, but we're not really. She still does her own thing, and I still go do my own thing sometimes. But I just enjoy working with you. Like I enjoy being with you. And I told her this morning. I told her that this morning, and she started crying. And
No, I didn't. I don't cry.
Kidding.
But we're gonna get this. We're going off on a tangent here, and you said we only have 30 minutes because the Braves are playing right now.
I'm not worried about the Braves game. I'm
Yeah,
not.
you are.
I'm
I
not.
know.
I just thought 30 minutes is probably
But
good.
we're bringing it back to the whole development of Navarre Beach and the things that are going on right now. Being two people that have lived in Navarre for 16 years, we're realtors here. We have businesses here.
For a while.
We've sold and bought businesses here. And I'm watching the outrage, and the BOCC is getting pounded on in their meeting today. And
well, the county commissioners are not listening to the people in this county,
and they're the ones that pay their salary.
That's what frustrates me more than anything, is that you have a huge project. It's going to cost $5 million for our little county. That's a lot of money. It's a lot of money, and it's going to be some of the TDC money, the Tourist Development Council money, and it's also going to be some of our tax money to go into this project that they want to build on the beach, which nobody wants. Like, nobody wants this except for those two entities. The BOCC wants it, and the tourist development people want it for some reason.
Well, I mean, that's how they get paid. I mean, they bring tourists in, and the numbers, show, and they count the numbers of how many tourists get in here, and they spend their bed tax money and
do stuff that makes sense. Don't do something like Navarre Beach. For those that don't know, have never been here to Northwest Florida, you have Destin, which is completely overgrown. When you get into Destin on Highway 98, you can't even see the water. Like, Destin is a huge, like, beach town. It's got this huge bay or gulf, or whatever they call it, a bay right there where all the boats come in and out. It's got a huge bay. It's got
you got the pass to go into the
beachfront property on the Gulf of America right there, but you can't even see it because it's so overgrown with condos and hotels and development and restaurants, and it's out of control. It was a sleepy little
fisherman town,
fishing town,
way back.
It was a sleepy little
just
town.
Think of
and it wasn't that long ago. It was only like 30 years ago.
Gulf Shores was the same way. I watched Gulf Shores become.
Gulf Shores
was the same way. Everybody found that the powdered sugar sands, and they all
hardly
want to
have
be
access to the beach. Like, they've got just a little bit of access to the beach at Henderson Park, and there's a couple of other places that you can go down to the beach, but most of it is overrun by commercial properties, and you can't even get onto the beach. So we don't want that. We're a sleepy little town too. We're not a fishing town because we don't have access to the Gulf here, but it's
we used to.
Yeah. So, but why try to force all this on to the people of Navarre when they want the tourists to come in? I understand that. I understand that's their goal, to create more
bed tax.
Yeah, to create more money so that they can improve the area for the tourists.
Well, they should improve it with better parking lots.
I agree with you 100%. I don't think nobody wants this. Nobody wants a big boardwalk on the beach. First of all, you've got the pier, and you've got the bar that's connected to the pier. They call it
Windjammers.
Windjammers now. It's changed names a number of times.
The county owns it.
The county owns it, but the family that runs it has to pay 5% of their gross profits to the county, and basically are leasing that area, that space, from the county. But it's a personal business. It's a business that they're trying to run, They've got a great bar, a great restaurant up there. You know, their prices are a little high, but they have to be high because they have that extra 5% they have to give back to the county. So I understand all that. And most people around here understand all that.
Yeah, but vacationers don't care.
And vacationers don't care. They're going to spend their money anyway, right? So, but why would you create a boardwalk and you add competition to that restaurant with county money? It's not like a private investor says, I want to put a restaurant here. I'm going to buy the land. I'm going to build a building. I'm going to put a restaurant here and I'm going to make money. Fine. That's what you want to do. You're a private investor or you're a business. That's what you want to do. Perfect. But for the county to do that and then give immediate competition to windjammers with county money, like it's so unfair, it doesn't make sense. And again, nobody wants this on Navarre Beach. Navarre Beach is so quiet and so peaceful. You've got the pier, which is the longest pier in the Gulf of America, which is beautiful. This pier is just beautiful. And then the restaurant beside it. And then you have gazebos down the road a little bit east, where you can go and shower, change, and then go out to the beach. And there's nothing else but that little gazebo in a parking lot or a pavilion, whatever you want to call it. I call it.
Has bathrooms.
Yeah, but it has bathrooms and everything, which is nice. I mean, it's great the way it is. And I think the people that come to Navarre to visit Navarre
come for a reason.
They come for a reason. They don't want to go to Destin.
They don't.
They don't want to go to Pensacola Beach. They don't want to go to Daytona Beach. They don't want to go to Panama City
Beach.
Yeah. You know, they want to come here because it's a family-friendly, quiet little town. Used to be. Yeah, I still hope it still is to a certain extent, but it's starting to get really overpopulated and overgrown. But that's that's going to happen. But just leave the beach alone. Don't build anything on the beach because next storm it comes, it's going to be gone anyway.
It will be gone.
It's going to be gone anyway. Just during the last storm, we had Sally, the hurricane. We had an 8.5-foot storm surge. Guess where the water was on the beach side? The beach side was that deep in water. The whole beach side was that deep in water because of the storm surge.
We had to put sand back in.
And you're going to build this $5 million monstrosity,
and they're putting food trucks in there too.
Stick around.
They want to put food trucks.
They want to put food trucks. Like, oh, don't get me started about food trucks. Oh my God, they're the most disgusting thing ever. I would never, unless I was starving and I had no other option, or I'm at a carnival, never go to a food truck. I would never. I'm sorry.
Shark Bite. But I think he was the OG.
That's a
I think Shark Bite was like the original OG. They were like the original.
Shark Bite's different.
Yeah, they came from California. The original guys that started food trucks, and then people caught on.
Right.
They were very successful, and then all of a sudden you see all these food truck parks coming and going, and people are putting their food trucks in parking lots, and just. So that's what I'm saying. Like Shark Bite's different because they've been here forever, and they're not in a big food truck park. They're just a little shop right there next to the water. And they do have a restaurant in Fort Walton.
Yeah, James Dabney's place, the entertainment place down there by the water. But anyway, I'm not a food truck fan. I'm just not. But don't hate me for that. I'm just not. I'd rather go into a restaurant where it's air conditioned.
Just imagine all the food trucks having to move if the hurricane's coming.
Well, the cool thing about that is the food trucks can leave.
I know, but like when a hurricane comes, everybody's trying to get off the bridge. And that's another thing. I mean, use that TDC money to build a better bridge or a second bridge or a way to get onto the island.
Well,
because
$5 million is not going to build a bridge, but but you could certainly do something with the traffic flow for $5 million.
It just we just don't need it. We don't want it. We need the BOCC to listen to us. We pay your salaries. Listen to us.
Yeah.
That's why you're getting replaced every 4 years. You got elected by the
people to serve the people, to represent the people, and now you're not. You're not. You're just representing yourself because it's something you want to do or somebody's talked you into it. Like it makes no sense. Like our commissioner for District was it 2 is all on board with it. District 4, he's all on board with it.
The current commissioner.
Yeah, the current commissioner.
The incoming one is not.
I don't understand why. It makes no sense. Like,
it'd be interesting to see what Dean Light does. Dean Light is the incoming commissioner for this area, District 4. Well, I say this area, we're District 5.
We're District 5. We should be District 4.
And no, you know what? Ray Eddington is a really good guy. I think he tried as hard as he could. I don't think I think he got swayed on a couple of things, like putting a toll on the bridge. Just, mm-mm. And he also is for the boardwalk. I don't know how that happened, but
I don't know why.
I don't know. And I'd love to sit down with him one day and find out what changed his mind, because he really is for the people. But here's the thing, he's now ousted after 4 years, and we're just keep churning these commissioners. It would be very interesting to see how Dean Light is. He's going in, doesn't want the boardwalk. There's a lot of things that he doesn't want. In the next 4 years, if being in politics and having that kind of power is going to change who he is internally, because that's what I see. I see these very humble guys run for office. They get into office, and after a few years, they get power hungry. They get arrogant. The humbleness that they were when they started in office is no longer. They're just so arrogant. So it's going to be interesting to see how Dean Light reacts, because I think he's a good guy, and I love him.
I don't see Ray that way. I don't see that he's arrogant or anything like that. I just think that he should listen to the constituents. When you when you have a BOCC meeting and the whole crowd, there's not one person in favor of this boardwalk. Everybody that gets up to the microphone is not in favor of the boardwalk. I think at some point you got to go, wait a minute, my constituents don't want this, so maybe I should vote no, right? But they've already put it out for bid. Here's the scary thing. Here's the problem, is that we've got 2 new commissioners that are going to be voted in on November 3rd, and they're not voted in now, but we assume they're going to win because they're Republican, and this area is so Republican. There's no way a Democrat could win, or even an independent, unfortunately. But we're just assuming they're going to win, and when they do, then they get to choose the direction the county's going, right? But what they're trying to do right now is they've already put this out for bid, which means that if they get a bid and they accept it, it's a done deal. It's gonna happen. And what we're trying to do is get them to stop this and hold off until the new commissioners get into office and let them decide whether it's going to go forward or not. But the existing commissioners are just trying to shove it down our throats.
We're trying to rush it in and get it voted on before the new commissioners come on.
With it. We're just so not.
It seems so crooked to do that. It's so crooked, like
it's politics.
I know, and I know how you feel about it, but yeah. So it's going to be very interesting to see Jeff Yates and Dean Light and how they progress in the next 4 years.
Yeah.
Because it says a lot about people.
Yeah.
And I've known some really good people that got a little power hungry, and now they're not the same person. Yeah. So.
And if we're still living in the same place in 2 years, I might just run for county commissioner. Ours is District 5, and he's not up until 20.
And he said he's not running. He said he's not running again.
He doesn't need to run again because he's already got his retirement.
Yeah,
in this county, if you serve 2 terms as county commissioner, you get a full retirement. You get a full package, which is insane. And if I was county commissioner, I'd probably try to put a stop to that. That's ridiculous. They serve it at
term limits. You should put term limits in.
For county commissioner, term limits. I'm not convinced that that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Because as we've seen it, we've had some commissioners that have served 3 and 4 and 5 terms, but every 4 years, the whole county, and this is another thing. I don't want to get too deep into all this BS.
I know our 30 minutes are coming to a conclusion.
What bothers me is that we have 5 different districts in this county, and the entire county votes on all 5 commissioners, which I think is not. It should not be that way. Each district should vote on their own commissioner, and that's the problem, because you got a whole ton of people in Milton, you got a ton of people in Gulf Breeze, you got a ton of people in Pace. You don't have a ton of people in Jay. You don't have a ton of people. I mean, you have a lot of people in Navarre now. Obviously, we're the second biggest city. We're the biggest city between. If we were a city, we would be the biggest city between Panama City and Pensacola. which is
that is if we incorporated,
incredible, even
but we're not
bigger
a
than
city.
Fort Walton Beach.
Yeah.
But see, that's the problem, is that the population pockets have more influence over all of our commissioners than the people, like the people in Jay, for example, and Chumuckla Highway and all those up in that area. You know, they really don't get to pick and choose their own commissioner, because the rest of the county picks it for them, because they don't have enough people to override the rest of the county. So I feel like that should change too. I would try to change that as well. But yeah, the fact that we give full retirement to these guys after
Terms, 8 years.
terms, it just makes me sick to my stomach that the county's wasting that kind of money. Like, these guys, first of all, they don't need the money. They're doing it. They don't need the money. Colton Wright just sold his business for how many millions of dollars? Who
I don't
knows?
know.
I mean, these guys have money. If they didn't have money, they couldn't have run to start with, because they wouldn't have funding. So I don't know why they feel like they need to.
A lot of them are retired
But
too.
that's what they do. They try to get the second term. After the second term, they just say,
Peace
"Screw
out.
this. It's
Peace
not
out.
worth
Thanks,
it."
man. Because you get 8 years of being beat up on.
Yeah, I know.
From the public if you don't do what the public
Yeah.
asks for.
Well,
I mean, so
you got those vocal people that are just that just want to scream and yell about everything, and I get it. That gets old.
yeah.
It's got to get old, just listening to that day after day after day. But guess what? That's your job. That's what you signed up for. And if you can't deal with that, then you shouldn't have been a commissioner to start with. So that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we are definitely against the development out on Navarre Beach. We're we're definitely not for the development going on 98 either. So all the houses and affordable housing and the apartments and townhomes going up, and being a real estate agent, we are fine saying that. I mean,
Yeah.
if you want to buy one of those houses, come to me and I'll sell you one. But I mean, I'm there's lots of houses that are being,
Yeah. Our quality of life in this area is so much more valuable than just making a buck from real estate.
That's
I mean,
true.
that's bottom line. We would much prefer to not be in real estate and have this county run in a way that benefits the people of the county, and keeps it the way it is as much as possible. We all know that growth is coming. We all know the growth is going to happen, and but to say that, well, we can't control it, all these people are moving in and we can't control the growth, that's BS, because you can control the growth. You have a thing called land development code that you can reach back and change anytime that you want, anytime. And you could change the land development code to make sure that the growth is not outpacing the infrastructure, right?
Correct.
Right. You could say, well, you can't build this, 300-acre subdivision because we don't have the infrastructure for it yet. And you're going to have to help us pay for the infrastructure. And then once you do that, then yes, you can start building this.
Impact fees.
Yeah. Impact fees, which, one of the commissioners claims that, he's a champion of, which the impact fees are so minimal. It's not even funny. But anyway.
So that's our 2 cents about Navarre Beach.
About Navarre Beach.
Yeah.
We love Navarre Beach, and if you're not in this from the area, you should absolutely come visit. It's one of the best places on the planet.
I wanted to read something to you. Somebody was telling me.
Erin's going to read.
No, I was going to. That's why I have my phone here.
That's why she plugged her phone in.
So, what do you think about the property tax? Like the property
I think property tax is just like any other tax, is complete theft.
And the whole thing about that our property tax is going to be eliminated by DeSantis, which is not a full statement.
Well, it's not a full. Well, first of all, the property tax exemption would go from $50,000 to $250,000. So that means the first $250,000 of your property is not going to be taxed because it's a homestead, right? If it's not a homestead, doesn't change anything. You're still going to pay the same taxes. But if it's a homestead that you're living there, especially for our senior citizens, which I am one, by the way, I don't like to admit it, but I am one. But for your senior citizens on a fixed income, if they had to pay less property tax, a lot of them could stay in their home as opposed to having to move out and live with their children because they have a fixed income. Social Security is not enough to sustain you. Retirement, there's no such thing anymore. 401k probably got wiped out from the last, Fed money printing. So it's like you're trapped. You've got a fixed income unless you want to go back and work as a greeter at Walmart, which some of these people just can't do because they're too old and they have issues, physical issues. So I absolutely think that the property tax, first of all, we should not have an income tax. We should never, ever as a country agree to an income tax. We got bamboozled. It was supposed to be temporary. It's supposed to be just for the filthy rich. And guess what? It's for everybody now, and we're stuck with it. We should never have a property tax. Why are you penalized for owning property? Why? Why? I saved up enough money to buy a house, and now I'm penalized for buying a house. Just like employment tax, there should never be such a thing as employment tax. Why do I, as a business owner, get penalized for hiring people? Wouldn't you, as a government, wouldn't you want businesses to hire people? But no, we don't want them to do that. So what we say is, well, the next person you hire, we're going to charge you 35% of their Social Security taxes. We're going to charge you 35% of their Medicare taxes. I mean, it's like, so I'm paying money to hire people. Like, why am I paying government money to hire somebody? Like, it should be, that's just a no-brainer. There's so many taxes that don't make any sense whatsoever. Like, I could go on, please. I could really go on. I've studied
Do
this
you
for
think the
years.
property tax is going to pass? I mean,
I hope so.
60%,
I
right?
think the problem is that the media, the government-sponsored media, ABC, NBC, CBS, CNN. I mean, everybody that has any stories that have anything to do with this, they're all government-sponsored. So the government-sponsored propaganda media is trying to get people that don't own property to vote no, because they're claiming, oh well, if this passes, then you're going to have to pay more in sales tax. You're going to have to pay more. They're going to have to make up the money somehow. First of all, no, they're not. Second of all, the government will budget their money based on the income that they have. So some services might get cut back. Some services might go away altogether. But think about it. Do you really need those services? I don't need those services. I don't rely on the government every day of my life. I don't. I prefer I didn't have to deal with the government anytime, 35 days, 365 days a
35,
year.
35 days a year. I was like,
35 days a month, 365 days a year. I'd prefer not even to deal with the government. So I don't need the government, and most people don't. It's the people that do need the government, that live off the government, that they're trying to convince to vote no. So it may or may not pass, but I guarantee you almost 90 to 95% of property owners in this state will vote to pass the Amendment 3. Absolutely. To eliminate, well, it's not going to eliminate all the taxes,
right.
but it'll start off with a $250,000 exemption, and it goes up to, I think it goes to 300, and then it goes to 450 at some point. But yeah, I think it's good for the veterans that live here that are retired. It's good for all the older folks that are retired. It's good for the young people that are just buying their brand new house, and they're trying to make do with the freaking prices of houses these days. Like, the house prices have doubled in just the last 10 years, and which is phenomenal. It's insane, actually, that the house prices have actually doubled.
That's great.
But they're not going down. They're going to remain the same. They may not increase as much as they have in the past, but they're not going anywhere. They're staying around there. So if you really want to buy a house and you're a young person and you're only making so much money, the property tax credit will really help you. So yeah, I'm all for it. I'm 100% for it. Like, I'm 100% for eliminating as much tax as possible, because the less tax the government gets, the smaller the government has to be. And that's what I want, is a smallest government possible.
And that, folks, being said, is the last sentence of today's episode.
No, you got to say something. I took over. I'm sorry.
No, you've been talking the whole time, so I'm just going to let you have it.
No, stop it.
No, you got it. Yeah,
nobody.
No, we've already done our 30 minutes. You get to go watch the ball game.
I don't care about the ball game. I've already told you that.
Yeah.
I can rewind.
Yes, you can rewind.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't care about
you got the technology for that.
Can I tell you one thing?
What?
I don't care about the ball game.
Okay.
Okay.
That's good to know.
So, how do you feel about a property tax?
Oh, I don't want property tax. I don't want any taxes.
I'm with you.
Yeah. That's
it. But then you won't have roads, and they can't fix a pothole because you're not paying property tax. or the school system
Well, let
doesn't
me
have
ask
enough
you:
money.
if we didn't have any taxes, then how would they afford to pay all that stuff?
Well, yeah, you'd have to do it yourself, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You'd have to homeschool your kids.
Wow.
Yeah,
Some people are for it, and
yeah.
some people would be like, "No, hell no."
The community would have to come together to fix the roads.
Yeah.
The community would have to come together to help people that were less fortunate, as opposed to the government stealing my money and giving it to people that don't deserve it.
Mm.
Um, it would be a much better place. It'd be a much better place than it is now. Absolutely. Um, Remember that though? Seriously, when the churches used to be the number one. This was years back. I remember when I was a kid. I mean, the churches used to help the people that couldn't afford certain things, and were having struggles and problems. I mean, the churches used to. The people
True.
used to. I remember, that our preacher on Sundays used to call everybody for situations that somebody in the church was going through, and we would give a special donation to these
Hmm.
people, um, as opposed to the government stealing our money and giving it to just random people, or wasting it, as they do in California and Michigan and New York. But it's like now we don't they steal all of our money, so we have very little resources to give to people. We still do, and we do as much as we possibly can, and we're involved in a lot of charities and stuff, right?
Hmm.
But what if you had, because of less taxes, what if you had an extra, say, $5,000 to $10,000 a year?
Yeah, I definitely give it.
It would be, yeah, why not,
I mean,
right?
some people are greedy, and some people just want to maintain what they have and give to others that need it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But the government's not the entity that we need to distribute our funds. They are not the entity. We've already seen it over and over again. They can't be trusted. They can't be trusted with anything. They can't be trusted with a $5 million deal on the beach side. Like, how can they be trusted to steal our money and give it to other people? Like, I don't trust them for anything, especially after the whole pandemic thing. So, um, but
There you have it.
don't keep
No,
saying
I'm
that.
not
I
saying
want you to
that.
talk.
No, I'm done. I'm just saying, there you have it, guys. If you like this episode, please comment on it. Tell us what you think. Are we wrong? Do you think David's crazy? Do you not
that
like David?
that's
Because
not
this
a
is this
question.
was David's
Yeah,
episode, and he gave his 10 cents. I was gonna say two, but
she's
yeah, 10.
shaming me.
I'm not shaming you. No, next week we'll talk about makeup and hair and doing nails
I got
and
you. You got your hair done.
yeah, I did my hair and got my nails done. We'll talk about girly things, but
Okay.
today, I wanted to talk about the beach thing
Yeah.
because it's a very vocal thing going on right now on
You got me
Facebook.
started.
I know. That's what happens. I rev him up like that, and he just goes and goes and goes.
I won't shut
Yeah, talk anything that he's passionate about. That's why he's on the shitter watching those videos all the time. He's always, people are like, you should run for county commissioner. You should be in the government. And I was like, oh, no, 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 no. David lives, breathes it, studies it, knows it inside and out. He's one of the smartest guys I know, to be honest with you. He really is. And passionate people about things that he's passionate about. So I'll end on that note, that you're a very passionate guy
She called me smart.
and smart. He is a very smart man. I don't know if you got that a lot growing up. You're not going to cry now, are you?
No, I'm not going to
Okay,
cry,
I'm
but
making
that
sure.
makes me happy that you
Yeah,
feel that. Yeah.
I do. I feel that way.
Yeah.
I respect you tremendously.
I respect you. I admire her
Oh,
because
oh,
of who she is and
oh.
the things she does too. But
Yeah, like having to go work at Carbless tonight and
Oh
intermissions
yeah,
from
that's why
9:30
you're wearing your
tonight
carbless shirt.
until 12:30 a.m.
Ugh.
Pouring samples out. So if anybody wants to come out and see me at intermission tonight and tomorrow night, Dave and I will be there from 9:30 until 12:30 a.m.
That place is a madhouse.
It's crazy.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
it's a madhouse.
but it's fun, and I'll be there tonight. And I want to say thank you for watching the episode today,
Yeah, thanks.
or listening to it. And like I said earlier, if you liked it or you disagreed with it, I would love for you to comment.
Give us some feedback. Yeah,
we want feedback.
We've gotten some really good feedback.
We need
too.
the algorithms to go up. So, but definitely give us some feedback and share it.
Yeah.
And if there's a topic that you want us to discuss or what we think, we would love to share it. We might not have agreeable
right.
We may not agree on everything.
Y'all can disagree with us. Just don't be disrespectful, right?
Yeah, you can disagree with us.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. But we appreciate you watching, and we'll be back next week with topics like hair and nails, and I'll take over the mic.
Yeah. And I'll ask her questions. I'll have 10 questions for Erin. Okay. Next episode.
They better be hard. I mean, you know a lot about me, so things about people don't know about me. So I'll be ready for them.
10 questions.
10 questions.
Here we go.
All right. Well, thanks for watching Poor Decisions. We'll see you next week, and you have a good weekend, and may your decisions be poor.
And if you make a poor decision, make sure you pour.
That's right.
A decision. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Poor decisions. Yes, I made another poor decision. I'll make more decisions after one more decision. So poor decisions. Poor decision. Why?